they dropped these bombs, and they dropped one in Walcott Hall Gardens, the Gardens of Walcott Hall. Then they dropped another big one on the cliff.
Yeah.
But they never bothered with it.
No.
And it went right, and we could see it. It had gone right, buried itself down. Then we was kids, and we used to look where it had gone right down.
Made a great big crater in the hillside.
Yeah, I bet it's still there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then one night they dropped these butterfly bombs.
Yeah.
Anti-personnel bombs,
Yeah.
little things like that.
Yeah.
And they dropped a lot in Grimsby, and people picked them up and killed them. The ones that dropped round Burton, there was nearly all had gone off nearly.
Yeah.
Well, Audrey and I went up the cliffs with, I think, Reggie Watson and Yuck Brown and Baz would be there now, John, I should say.
Yeah.
And they said there's some stuff dropped out of an airplane. If anything came out of an airplane, we used to go look. Because one day all this stuff came down, silver paper, it was something to do with radio.
Yes, yeah.
Got loads of that up. Anyway, we went to look for these bomb things. Well, there was loads of them on Burton Hills, but they'd gone off. We didn't know that there was bombs. If they hadn't gone off, they could have killed us.
Yeah.
And I had my mum's shopping bag, and I filled it with all this stuff. And I got home, and there was a big thump at the door after a few hours, and it was Percy. It was
PC Peck.
No, yeah, PC Peck.
Yeah.
He said, "You fool," as she said, "they could have killed me." We didn't know what there was bombs, only about 12.
Yeah.
And I was real disappointed. I was going to keep one. But he took them away.
Yeah.
I found one in the Chafel Common Lane down where we've just done that thing, and it looked like a hub off a three-wheeler bike.
Yeah.
And we didn't know what it was, so we took it up to Peck's house, knocked at his door. When he opened the door, he nearly fainted.
I bet he did, yeah.
And he had to cover it with bags of sand, and they got the bomb, but it wasn't live, so.
No. Oh, well. These was like that when there was.
Yeah.
They called them butterfly
Yes,
bombs.
yeah. I think quite a lot of them was what they used to use on exercises to practice bombs, you know what I mean, so where they dropped.
I know that night though, Peter dropped them at Grimsby and killed a lot of people on the streets.
Yeah.
Just picked them up and went off,
I think then when the Germans used to come across, the dare go back with the bomb loads. If they'd missed the targets, they used to drop them anyway.
Yeah.
I think lots of them dropped on them cliffs.
Yeah, I probably did. Yeah.
You would remember that plane crashing, wouldn't you?
Oh, that one on the cliff?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, we was first there when
Yeah.
that come down. Nearly first
Yeah.
in. And the man who had been, the pilot, he was propped up against a tree.
Yeah.
And it must have thrown him out, and the top of his head was missing.
Yeah.
And of course we went poking about, and they know what kids are like, and our own guard came.
Yeah.
Said, "Clear off."
Yeah.
So that's where this story of who was taught, it was Elaine Taxis, Burton Flyer Elaine, Dave Gibbs' daughter, was telling us about the story. They reckon that it's haunted up there, and there's a headless pilot.
Yeah.
So that's where the stories come from then.
At the top was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was that piece of that plane there for years. I bet it's still there. On that hillside. Because somebody said it was a trainer plane. It come across and hit them wires.
It come under the wires, and its wing clipped the water, and it spun it straight into the hillside, and then it blew up, didn't it? It got so far into up the hill, and then it bang, blew off.
Was it a trainer, Pete?
Yeah, it was a Miles Martinet.
I remember that German bomber that come down Trent that night.
Yeah.
And I was just going out of our front door into that passage, and it was coming up the Trent, and it was only rooftop height. It was about 4 o'clock at night. It was daylight, and I shouted, "Oh, Dad, look, there's a German plane." There was the cross and everything.
Yeah.
It's like really, and it went down the Trent, and I read a story about it later. Our plane chased it and shot it down further up. Somewhere Gainsborough way, and I read a story about it, and it said the name of the crew and the captain and everything, and he'd got lost.
Aye.
Yeah, and that's how it turned. It turned wrong way and come down Trent instead of going out.
That way.
Yeah, but I've never forget that side to that. And I was talking to a woman at Age Concern once, and she was an old lady like me, and she said that she saw it when it got to Kidby.
Aye.
Yeah, she said it come down, followed Trent down, and she saw it at Kidby. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, you've got a brilliant memory for 82 years of age, and you look really well. I mean, I only met you, I ain't seen you for about 40 years, only back to about a fortnight ago.
You want to know me again, please?
Well, you only look about 17.
Oh, God, I wish I did.
Yeah.
I think that's over now. Yeah.
Anyway, I want to thank you ever so much indeed. I really look forward to it. I mean, I wanted to do it because you're going to Canada next week, aren't
I
you?
am, love, yeah.
To one of your daughters.
Yeah, I am.